This is Paranormal Short Session 10 at the Chestnut Street Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. I'm at the tombstone of Mr. Glazier, the front of it. It's got this really unique triangular area where it looks like something was embossed in there. It looks like it's either fallen out or was taken out. Be interesting to know what it was. What do you people at home think it could be? Any ideals? And also, this is a Paranormal Short Session 10 by Keith Evans at the Chestnut Street Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. Today is Wednesday, the 6th of March, 2024. And we'll zoom out here on Mr. Glazier's tombstone, and I'll show you the rest of it. It says, in memory of Charles A. Glazier. The other part at the bottom is too small for me to read. Might be able to read that at home. But he passed away in November 27th of 1887 at age 40 years old. It's not very old. You can see Mr. Glazier's tombstone is somewhat thick. It's not really thin. Not the type that's going to be easily broken. It's at least, by my fingers and my hand, maybe 4 inches thick, maybe 4.5 inches thick. And you see the back of it here is pretty neat too. There's no writing on the back. I'm going to step over this boundary wall here without tripping. You see the boundary wall. That's the back of Mr. Glazier's tombstone. You can see the root of this tree here is raising it up. You see the root right here. That might just be a piece of broken off stick of a tree, but it is raised up, and I think that root is doing it right about here. Maybe even the trunk of the tree is doing it. That is a big tree. All right. Mr. Glazier, I'm going to stand out here to the back of your tombstone. I hope you don't mind. And the tree's got all this Spanish moss hanging from it. So every once in a while you feel something touch you. It's not a ghost. It's that Spanish moss blowing around there. And I'll see if you can see it or not. There it is. Spanish moss. All right, let's whip out my Obelisk 5B. Questions I would like to ask are, what is your name? Anyone who speaks to me choosing words from the Obelisk 5B. This object here I'm raising up and down is kind of square, 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches with 2 little short antennas. That is the Obelisk 5B. If you're a ghost or spirit, you can choose words from that using your energy. I'm not sure how that works. I don't ever remember a past life where I chose words like that. And the Obelisk B is only about 10 years old, so maybe 15 at the most. So anyway, most ghosts and spirits can use it with ease. And I'd just like to let everyone know, ghost and spirit-wise, that I'm going to be using this on Facebook, Instagram, as far as the shorts and the photos. And I'm going to be using the longer part and the shorts on YouTube. Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans is the name of my channel. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, so if you're a ghost or spirit and you don't want that, then please don't choose a word from my Obelisk 5B, the one I'm shaking up and down right here. All right. First question is, what is your name? Second question is, what did you like most about Apalachicola. You can have more than one thing that you like most about Apalachicola. I do. I like the seafood. I like the Chestnut Street Cemetery. And I also like the warm weather. And my name is Keith Evans. All right, I'm going to turn the Obelisk 5B on. Shining. Shining. What is shining? I mean, the sun is shining. Yeah, the sun is shining.
Set.
S-E-T, set. No, this isn't a movie set. This is just me doing a paranormal short session. I guess you could compare it to that. I am taping. It is video and audio. Now, this is probably what the ghost spirits are talking about, shining. This is what's above me right now and in my eyes. So that's shiny. Shiny. It is a shine. I might go on this side where I have more shade. I might be able to see the, I'm at towards the front. There's this big bush here at the very front of Mr. Glazer's tombstone. Going from here, you can see it. So, gives me limited space. I can stand kind of like off to the side. I'll show you from a 45-degree angle. But here I have the sun to my back and I'm in shade. Yeah, you can see how much better the Obelisk 5 during the daylight looks when you have the sun to your back. I've got another word, hat. H-A-T. Well, thank you. I do have a black hat on. Can anyone see my hat? Yeah. A lot of times ghosts and spirits will tell you whatever they see. Now, they might also say that they like the hat. That's what they like about Apalachicola. Maybe there was somebody here that sold really cool, interesting hats. What type of hat did you like? Gosh, I don't know any of the manufacturers of hats. I've heard of them, but I don't think about it that much. Back before the 1920s, they had to have certain designers that made hats that were very valuable. Most people, when they died, they'd will it to a relative. Where did you buy your hat at? What store in Apalachicola? Do you remember the name? Mr. Charles A. Glazer. What type of hat did you wear? May I ask what color was your hat? Branches. B-R-A-N-C-H-E-S. I'll show you the branches above me. There they are. Can you see them? Crane my neck up here so I can now see them too. Make sure there aren't no critters up there that are going to jump down on me. I don't see any. Gotta be talking about these branches over here, which I was standing right close to. Let me show you the branches from... There you go. You can see the branches. The branches are nice. What would you like to tell me about the branches? Well, let me see. What else did I talk about? What did I like about Apalachicola? I like it because it's close to the water. It's got the Apalachicola River on the north side, and on this, well, say northeast side, and it's got the bay on the south side, which leads into the Gulf of Mexico. I like the Hayes House. I also like the Coombs Inn. The Gibson Inn is kind of cool too. I like the Key House, where Margaret Key used to live. The list can go on, but I think the people at home would rather hear from you, Ghosts of Spirits, and or Mr. Charles A. Glazer. Mr. Glazer, where did you live when you were here in Apalachicola? Now, the streets, I think, changed at one time. So if you remember the old name of the street, I can match it up and find out where that would be today. Do you remember the name of the street you lived on in Apalachicola, Mr. Glazer? I always seem to get better words when I'm at the back of a tombstone. I'm not sure why. Well, it helped Ghosts of Spirits so I stand outside the boundary of the. So I'm within the boundary of a grave marker, so I'm probably standing on top of someone's grave, which they might consider to be disrespectful. So let me mosey on out of here and see if that'll help with the words. Is that better, Ghosts of Spirits? Would you all like to ask me a question? Again, my name is Keith Evans. I'm the author of The Hayes House Ghost for People 2. It is available online where good books are sold, especially Amazon. Last Halloween, Amazon did a sale on my book. I don't necessarily associate the paranormal with Halloween because I do paranormal all year long. And if you're troubled by anything paranormal and you want to contact me, you may. You can always leave a message at one of the comments, and I'll do my best to help you. Climb. C-L-I-M-B-E-D. Climbed. What climbed? Anyone see anything above my head? Sure, you do see stuff above my head. Well, what do you see above my head that climbed? Is it a snake, a bat, a reptile, gecko? So many times Ghosts of Spirits tell you about what's going on in your own environment. Let me back up here and look at the branches. That could mean that the ghost spirits are up in the branches. If I was electromagnetic energy and didn't have to worry about falling out and injuring my leg or breaking an arm, I guess I would be up high too. Be a nicer view from up there. But I'm not much of a climber, so I won't be climbing up there to meet with you. Get something else. Cable. After shore, which is ish, U-R-E, I got cable, C-A-B-L-E. Oh, there's cables over there. That's part of the electrical system. These cables seem to be closer in than the cables by the road. It's just an optical illusion since they're up higher. Is that the cable you're talking about? Well, there are some theories that since a lot of these trees have the horizontal limbs, that some of these limbs possibly could have been used as hanging trees in the past by vigilantes or whatever law enforcement was attempting to obtain justice. So maybe they're talking about a cable, a hanging cable or something. I'm not sure. I will say this much. I try to cover all the avenues of what they may or may not be talking about. Well, Mr. Glazer, I think you have a neat tombstone. Even from back, it's got like the little arms on each side and like a little triangular arrow at the top for a head, kind of like a person. And it's got a base plate, a second base plate, and then the tombstone. And this tombstone is rather thick, so it's not one of those that's going to easily be broken. So it's a good structured tombstone. You can see it's got a certain tilt to it. Tilt up higher on this side at the bottom of the base, and I think that's because the roots of the tree is pushing everything up here, including the side of the boundary corner here. There you can see in front of Mr. Glazer's tombstone, there's that nice plant. I guess it's some type of Kaseko palm. And there's the Spanish moss that's hanging down out from the back of Mr. Glazer's tombstone. Do we have any more words today, or should I wrap it up? It's up to you, ghosts and spirits. All right, I'd like to thank Mr. Glazer and his friends and anyone else that communicated with me. I don't think I got any names today, but they did seem to talk about my surroundings, the branches, the brightness of the sun, stuff like that. So the tree that I could climb, I asked if there was anything above my head, and they said sure. Like, yeah, it's there above your head, which is all this here. So I did get some intelligent responses, which is nice. I'd like to thank, again, all the ghosts and spirits that helped me today with this paranormal short session. I'd like to thank everyone who observes my cable program, Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans. I'd like to thank everyone that watches my posts and videos on YouTube and Instagram. I'd like to thank everyone who's read my paperback book, The Hayes House Ghost or People 2, which is available online and at Amazon. You got to go through online. It is also available ebook at Kindle. Same book, The Hayes House Ghost or People 2. Anyway, thank everyone for your support over the years, and if you're new, thank you for your recent support. I want everyone to have a good day, take care, and thank you very much.